Okay, so today is Saturday, the August 8th, or August 1st of the Elkhart County 2015 fair. This is the recap video. I am actually giving the recap myself. Melanie's here working with me tonight. I've got Christy and my mom and Trenton over here, and my dad's waiting in line because to load out really quick. Hopefully we can get it all done in about 20 to 30 minutes or so. But here are some of the things that I took some notes of this week that I think that you should we should take note for the next expo, etc. These are registration cards for the giveaways. They have a tear-off section. It says good for one admission. We use this for the fall festival. I bet you I was asked maybe about 1,000 times, do we tear this off or do we keep this? Or it was just so confusing. Absolutely so confusing. I mean, I even caught Trenton. Trenton wasn't even around our booth very much at all. And he actually came and he was actually answering people as they would ask that question as well, because he heard it so many times as well. It was a good idea to raise the backdrop, our sign. So you can see we actually put that on our tubs, and then we put a black curtain around there. It elevated our sign to the right height. Hey, Lydia, shh. This is Lydia back here. We've got pictures on the glass. You can see our pictures that we have spread out everywhere underneath the glass. What we're going to do is we're going to put those pictures down here, the small ones, and then we're going to get big pictures of the hotel here, like 8x10s or something like that size. So let's see here. We need to redo the $69, $79 forms and add on the bottom of those forms. This side is fine, but on the back here, on the very bottom, we need to add Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover logos right there. And then we need to, the Are You For Real package, we really need to redo that entire package. The whole layout looks like crap. So we really need to do that. We're gonna get rid of the third room, or the third night. It's not needed. It's absolutely not needed. It confuses everyone. They don't understand, so you get 3 nights or what? And so anyway, we need to have a big container of hand sanitizer at our booth at all times, and it just needs to stay inside that container. The tables, we have our tables. You can see how far away our tables are. And to the side, we think that maybe we should bring our entire booth a little bit closer, giving us a little bit more room between us and the backdrop. So it kind of gives us a little bit more room to walk back and forth. See, we got some fans down here. Let's see, emails that we're sending to people. We're finding a lot of people get those continual emails. I think we send them like every 9 months. And it's very helpful, and I think that we need to expand upon them a little bit more. Maybe not add more of them, but really look at what we're sending them, because they are getting read. Let's see here. We need to get more lights to draw attention. This side, I uploaded a video maybe a couple days ago, and I think you should go back and reference that video. But you can see over here this backdrop, like where the TV is. It's very dark, and when you're all the way down that side and you're walking this direction, you really cannot, there's nothing to draw people into this booth. And we're at 1.5%. I think that's our average of the number of people that stop by our booth from the number of people walking by based upon our people counter. And really, we've got to figure out a way to double that traffic so we can get to about 3% of the people walking by, and we've got to figure out a way to do that. And realistically, people will walk all the way past our booth and never once look at our booth. So I think that we need to have some red flashing lights or something, like those red revolving lights, something that really will draw people to our booth and actually look at it. I don't know what that is. I really have no clue. And we also thought about we should enter to win here. It's very clear, very understandable, but I think that there should be like a red blinky light right here. And you've seen them on sunglass display units and things like that, but that is definitely an action item that we've got to do. Regardless of what we do, we get those little blinky lights that will draw people to that. Let's see here. We've got sell $79 on busier nights and $69 on less busy nights. We don't need to be selling the $69 on when it's a little bit higher income of people. We only want to do the $79 because they'll pay for it. Let's see, rather than decrease the price to get them to stay at the table, we should come up with, say, maybe some cards that we can throw in a free massage. Don't walk away from the table, I'll sweeten this deal and I'll give you a free massage. Rather than decreasing our price, it's really something we should really do. You can see Melanie is actually pitching something right now. We have had a couple sales, not a whole lot. Brochure holders, something else, we have brochure holders right here. We actually have those sitting on the desk. I think that we should have something like right around this area at the corner on the side of our booth that maybe it's you can kind of just enter to where people walking by, they could just grab a brochure if they wanted to. They don't have to come all the way into our booth. But then again, that might backfire and people might not get a brochure. So we need to really think and discuss that. But that was just something I wrote down during the week. Mr. Romance worked 8 hours or so. This it was pretty hot, and something we need to think about whether or not we want to continue. We did get some people. There was a lot of people that took pictures, but an action item, I really firmly believe that we're going to keep having Mr. Romance. We need to have Mr. Romance or point in on Mr. Romance. We absolutely should not be using him without a name, because then all of a sudden people are taking pictures and they just see a heart. What's the point of that? We absolutely must have. On the back of Mr. Romance it says what it is, but there's nothing on the front of Mr. Romance, and we absolutely need to do that. We need to schedule based upon how our sales was and not necessarily just the traffic. There was some days that there was really a lot of traffic, but not a lot of sales leads, and that basically means people are just not coming to our booth. And we really need to figure out a way to get more people to come to our booth. So that is that's the recap. I've got this form almost completed. I'll take a picture of it, but you can kind of see our sales and stuff for the week, but I'll take a nice detailed picture of that when we're done. So anyway, that's been the week. It's been a very, very, very long week, and ate a whole lot of food. But anyway, thanks very much.